7, Paul Walsh. 8, a welcome back to Paul Gascoigne. 9, 4-4-2 formation today after using the sweeper system recently. Because at 8 o'clock this morning, when the referee looked at it, the game was in some doubt. Here's Walsh for T. Vanden Hauwe forward. Good control by Walsh. Turn back then.
For Norwich, Alan, the fact that Lineker has got great pace and he's facing one of the quickest strikers in the game, Gary Lineker. They're going to be very reliant upon his recovery.
Real ebb and flow in the opening stages of this game. Gascoigne. Good play. Vanden Hauwe got it clear. Now Colston. Gascoigne. Great play by Gascoigne. And Gascoigne, who's started quietly, really, as you'd expect from a player who's been out for 5 matches now with this broken arm. Under pressure from Rosario and fouled by the Norwich man as Fleck. Vanden Hauwe in support. 8 is Gascoigne. Gascoigne. Gascoigne uses his good arm to petulantly hit out at Sherwood.
Perhaps consider himself a bit lucky not.
Took a bit too much time, perhaps. Sherwood hustled him off it, but Gascoigne finds Hugh Neem for Spurs. Gascoigne there again. Good ball for Walsh. Tapped it back for Gascoigne. Loves a trick on the ball for Gascoigne. And then hit it straight at Crook. Read it all the way. Key for Newcastle, Gabbiadini for Sunderland. Now Gascoigne for Spurs. Naeem. Houghton. It's Millwall, their last victory of any kind. Free kick to Norwich for the foul by Gascoigne on Bowen again. Good challenge by Gascoigne. Lineker.
There, Alan. Certainly that was vintage Lineker. The little diagonal run across the line of the back of the defenders. Interesting there, just a one-touch ball from mid.
In the left touchline. Gascoigne. Sedgley. Gascoigne.
Well, sometimes a fan's frustration. He wants to, in his own words, see things happening.
And perhaps it will now with Gascoigne. Oh, it's a good ball as well. Oh, Lineker just couldn't dig it out. Did one. Half-time score, remember. And we'll obviously keep you in touch with the latest score as that game progresses. Bowen with a thundering chap. He was ambitious when perhaps he ought to have been a little more clinical, because Spurs have profited it from his mistake. But Naeem. Gascoigne. Taking time to settle back into the pace of things again. But that's not a bad ball for Lineker.
Basically, they're playing without a left full-back.
Gascoigne now for Spurs. They lead 1-0. The goal scorer Lineker. Glorious ball. Gascoigne to Vanden Hauwe. Phillips. And one back by Spurs with Gascoigne.
Looks fit enough, Alan, doesn't he?
Yes, they were saying that he's certainly kept himself fit, even though he's not been able to obviously play during. Naeem thought about the shot, laid it on for Gascoigne instead. Walsh, a claim for handball again. Terrific stuff. Gascoigne now. In. Straight at Sherwood. Back it comes to Gascoigne. Now Naeem. Gascoigne again. Walsh, Gascoigne, Walsh, good play, Walsh still, the shot was always going wide. Rated part of the game, but Mabbott showed it superbly then, and now Walsh, and now Gascoigne. He wants to do it all, Gazza. What a character, what an entertainer. And the fans love him. Time whistle, and I would definitely agree with that. Norwich, for all their pressure and their goals. Linegan's header, Gascoigne.
He basically hadn't even struck his shot, and you said he must score here. With a confident striker.
Here's Gascoigne. Good ball. Lineker again deceives the marker, but Culverhouse for Norwich. But then gives it straight to Gascoigne. Oh yes, lovely ball. Howells. Dangerous shot that along the ground. Gunn dealt with it well. David Howells, incidentally, identical to one I saw him score against Manchester City here a few weeks back. Gazza will revel in this situation, you can be sure. There aren't many better left-backs in the First Division than this lad, surely. That was offside against Walsh. Bowen wins it back for Norwich. Good play, though, by Polston. Then Coney made it difficult for him. This is Houghton. Crook. Well won by Gascoigne. Lineker's free in the middle, and Walsh. Gascoigne goes it alone. Well, Paul Gascoigne wanted a piece of the action himself then. I think he'll know when he looks back at that one on his video. And Walsh were in a good position there, Ron, weren't they?
Yeah, I think they were, and I think he was aware of it. I think he just felt he couldn't squeeze the ball through to them, and in fact he used them as dummies in many ways and got himself into quite a...
Gascoigne. Lineker. Howells. Gascoigne again. Naeem. Gascoigne. Directing operations like a general. And really enjoying possession. Still playing their football, though, to their eternal credit. Gascoigne. He'll be livid if he doesn't get in on the scoring action. Wearing a plastic protective bandage around his left broken arm. His clearance was aimed at Coney, but didn't reach him. And Tottenham are back in possession again, and here goes Gascoigne. The ball. Lineker will try to do so again, and does so again. Sliced clear by Sherwood. Gascoigne's shot. Ooh, Lineker nearly turned that one in as well. Is there a more alive player in a penalty box than this man?
Nothing's safe when it's around the opposition penalty box. Getting back to Gascoigne, I'd say this is probably the best game I've ever seen him play, Alan. He's played entertainingly, he's worked hard, and he's played very, very sensible. And the quality of his passes have been tremendous.
He's a lovely lad as well, Paul Gascoigne. He enjoys this reputation as a bit of a clown at times, but he's got a heart of gold. He is mad, there's no question about that. His best friend would tell you that. House. Naeem. Here's Gazza. We're looking for a little trick. Here's Fleck for Norwich. That moves Swindon into third place in the table as Gascoigne tried to set Lineker free in the middle. He was fouled by Linnigan.
Defender's nightmare as well, sorting Lineker out.
That's right.
This afternoon as well, I think it looks very much now as if, and understandably so, I suppose, that Norwich have perhaps accepted this
game. And here is Walsh. On the right is Gascoigne. In the middle is Lineker. He looked for Walsh, and Gunn made absolutely sure this time. Goss gets his first taste of action, but Naeem holds him off and finds Gascoigne. Yes! Good play. Walsh. Gascoigne again. Just didn't quite have the pace to...
That's the day.
But how well Torsfed did to hold on to that. He's had his share of criticism for the big Norwegian international Fleck. Won back by Gascoigne. Sedgley's in there as well.
Very, very aware of things. I mean, Glenn Hoddle saying he played with him when he was a youngster. And
Bowen. Crook. Difficult position for Crook. Gascoigne takes it from him. Yes, Gazza. He's thinking about it. Well, I'm sure a few memories of Ricky Vere came back then to the Tottenham fans as Gascoigne weaved his way through the flying tackles. Self-belief is not something lacking in his game. A slightly flattering margin. Gascoigne. Walsh again. Polston stood his ground and finds Gascoigne well. And he's beaten Linnigan with ease. Couldn't do the same to Townsend, though. 2 minutes to the end. Gascoigne for Spurs, who lead 4-0. Got their disappointing run to an end. This will be their first victory in 1990. Their first win in action of the crowd who've just been told that Gary Lineker's got that Man of the Match award. And maybe the match ball, the traditional thing, but there's a mistake here that lets Coney in. missed again. Norwich City could play till midnight and they wouldn't score today. Unbelievable. A bad back pass by Gascoigne, setting Coney into the space. And he must have hit the same mud season. This was a match they felt they had to win, and they won it with some comfort and with some style.